I got this comment on one of my YouTube videos a while back, and I figured today was the perfect day not just to thrift and paint one item, but 4. And we're gonna find those items at the biggest flea market in all of Europe. Let's go! I grab my backpack, my cards, and everything else I need. Then make my way to the flea market by public transport. This flea market is called the Eihallen, and it's located in Amsterdam North. On the way, we'll be walking right past the NDSM-werf, which is one of the biggest hotspots for street art and creativity in the city. If you ever get the chance to visit Amsterdam, definitely stop by this place. It's absolutely worth it. There's also a street art museum here that I highly recommend checking out. But before we get into today's challenge, let me show you some of the amazing art around here. Just a little compilation. The place we're heading to is the Eihallen, currently the biggest flea market in all of Europe. It takes place a couple times each month, from what I remember, and you do have to pay an entrance fee to get in. I decided to spend the day here with my good friend, who's also going to help me film a little along the way. Once inside, we immediately started shopping and looking around for something good. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to thrift. I just decided to listen to my intuition and pick whatever felt right to paint on. This flea market is absolutely huge, and you can find pretty much anything here, from clothing, sculptures, to furniture, art, just about everything in between. I personally love thrifting. I think it's a great way to find some really unique items and give them a second life they wouldn't have otherwise. After a while, we came across this jacket for just €2, and I immediately thought, wait, now this would be perfect to paint on. Especially because my friend was the one who pointed this one out to me and spotted it and recommended it. The moment I tried it on, I was like, damn, we're doing this. We're painting a jacket. But I wasn't done yet. I still needed a few more things to paint. Also, fun fact, when I got home, I finally checked the pockets of the jacket and found a €20 bill inside. So technically, I got paid to take this jacket home. That's a pretty happy accident if you ask me. After getting the jacket, we headed inside the flea market. We found some really nice jewelry and a bunch of other cool stuff. But I knew I wanted the next item to be something other than clothing. I wanted a big variety of items for this challenge, so we kept looking. It was a really busy day, but after walking around for a while, I found my second item, this softball. I figured it would be a really fun surface to paint on. The third item was this little skateboard, which is actually a lamp. I just thought that was way too cool to pass up on. And of course, I had to hold it above my head like a fish, courtesy of my good friend filming me. Finally, I found the last item, a simple wooden sword. I really like swords, and I kinda fuck with them, not gonna lie, so I thought it would be a perfect final item for this challenge. After that, we kept wandering around to see if we could find anything else. Look at these traditional Dutch wooden shoes. Maybe I should paint a pair someday. Would you like to see that? Let me know down in the comments below. Eventually, we wrapped things up at the Eihallen and hopped on the ferry back into Amsterdam to celebrate with some absolutely delicious dim sum. I don't know what it is about ferry rides, but I always find them so relaxing. I couldn't wait to get some food though.
I'm back from spending the day at the flea market with a good friend and finding some good stuff for us to paint on. I had a blast at the market looking around trying to find anything. I didn't even know what I was looking for, if I'm honest. I was just kind of looking and I found a bunch of stuff. So let's go through it. So the first one that I really want to show is this one. It's a lamp. I can see that this like art is also peelable. I most likely will be able to peel everything off or sandpaper everything off. Then I'm gonna give it a good coat and paint this. And I think this is gonna look awesome. I found this awesome wooden sword, and the moment I saw it, I was like, yes, this is the one. I got these books for free. A vendor just gave them to me. Yeah. Another item I'm very excited about is this coat that you saw in the clip. Another item that I saw and I knew I just had to get the moment I laid my eyes on it was this. To me, this is special because I used to be a softballer for 9 years. So the moment I saw this, all these memories came back and I thought, why not paint on top of this? I can also do some really cool things because of the way these ridges work. And then the last thing I've gotten, not from the flea market, mind you, but from this awesome record store in Amsterdam. I found this deal of 10 vinyls for €5. That could be really nice for you to maybe paint on. So that's gonna be another little fun video for us. For now, I'm gonna paint only 2 objects and then make a part 2 of this video, finishing off the other ones that I got. Well, the 2 items that I'm gonna be painting on is this nice softball, and I'm gonna be painting on this nice new jacket. Feels nice. And the thing is, because it has a hood, I can do some nice artistic things with the hood, like paint something on it as well. Perfect for this. Let's take a closer look at it. So it's, as you can see, it's cotton and denim, which is perfect to paint on. So the jacket that I thrifted, it does have, listen, I love my American watchers, thank you. I'm not American, so I'm gonna try to cover this or take the patch off, whichever. And maybe I'm also just gonna completely cover the sleeves as well. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna be working on this one first and then the ball second. Let's do it.
Because the fabric of this jacket is pretty thick, I'm not going to put a piece of parchment paper underneath it. I don't think the paint is going to seep through. First, I flattened the jacket and used a textile marker to sketch out my design. I wasn't going for anything too extravagant. I just wanted one of my little toad creatures as a painter, with of course my fishes scattered all over the jacket. I start by slowly layering the colors on top of each other to get the colors nice and strong. I usually paint about 2 to 3 layers of each color. It just makes everything look way more vibrant and clean, in my opinion. Drying between layers can take a while, so I use a hair dryer to speed up that process. Normally I wait until the very end to do my line work, but with textile paint, I honestly can't be bothered. I just add the outlines whenever I feel like it. Somehow it helps me visualize the finished piece while I'm working on it. Weirdly enough, I pretty much only do that with textile paint. I have no idea why. The textile paint I use is from a brand I honestly don't see very often. I think it's just called Textile Color, but if you're looking for textile paint yourself, my biggest recommendation is to make sure it's washable at 30 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Celsius. Suitable for fabrics that are at least 50% cotton. As long as you have something like that, you can even mix different brands together without really noticing a difference. Personally, I've used 3 or 4 different brands over the years, and they've all behaved pretty much the same. The most important part is making sure you heat set the paint properly. Once it's dry, you need to seal it by ironing over the design. I'll show you exactly how to do that in a little bit, so make sure to keep watching. now, I'm adding this huge fish to the shoulder of the jacket. It's a great spot for a design for something artsy, but it's also a bit awkward to paint because of the angle and all the folds. So I stuff a pillow inside the jacket to stretch out the fabric and give myself a sturdier surface to work on. The problem with putting my pillow inside the jacket though is that now I want to take a nap. I love sleeping, I love napping. Don't threaten me with the nap time. Don't let John Berthol see this video. Anyways, once that section is dry, I move over to the front pockets. I figured it'd be fun to paint a couple of little windows, making it look like tiny creatures are living inside me and that the jacket itself is actually one big house. Then I add another fish and start playing around with colors that contrast what's already there. I absolutely love doing that. I like squeezing every color of the rainbow into each one of my works. It scratches something weirdly creative in me, a weird creative itch in my brain, almost like an addiction. At this point, I'm almost done with the jacket, so I move over to the hood. I'm keeping this part simple by adding 2 eyes so it looks like the hood is the head of a creature. That way, when I put the hood on, I've got eyes on my head. That sounds kind of cool, right? Hopefully it looks cool too. I like it though, and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. And I think you should do the same. You see, art is freeing. It lets you make whatever you want, however you want to. And in my opinion, there really aren't any rules. Except plagiarism. That's a rule. No plagiarism. Let's seal this thing. For this part, I place a sheet of parchment paper underneath the painted section and another sheet over the artwork before using my iron to heat set the paint. The whole process takes about 3 minutes. Don't leave the iron in one spot the entire time. Move it around, lift it every now and then, check how it's looking, give it a little sniff to make sure nothing is burning, and let everything cool down once you're done. And that's it, the jacket is finished. Now it's time to move on to the second item for this video, the softball. This one's actually super easy. I start by giving it a few coats of primer or gesso, whatever you want to call it. After that, I just start painting. Again, I didn't really have a plan going into this one. I just let my brain do its thing, and somehow a little artwork starts appearing. Recently, I picked up one of the blackest paints you could buy, and I figured, why not give it a try? So I first paint the background with regular black acrylic. Once that's dry, I add a coat of ultra black paint on top, followed by a second coat to make it even deeper. After that, I add my little stars, my galaxy, clean up the details, and sign the piece with my name. Because it's always important to put your name on your artwork. And with that, we're finally ready for the reveal. I'm so incredibly happy with how this challenge turned out. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see me paint the 2 other items that I showed in this video, make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more art content like this. There's so much more to come. I'm super happy with how this all turned out. I'm definitely going to wear this jacket to some of my art events and gallery openings. It's just a fun way to carry your art with you and to show off your little art universe. I'm not so sure about the softball yet. I don't think I'm going to take that one with me to art openings, but I do think I'm going to try selling it or putting it in a gallery and seeing if anyone is interested. And of course, I want to know what you think. Which piece was your favorite? Please let me know down in the comments below. That was it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. And as always, stay creative, everyone.